Hi everything. Hey everyone. Mr. Krista right here, back again with another lesson. So today I'm going to touch chapter 3, algebraic formulae. This is just revision. All of these we have learned before this. If you have forgotten about it, so please watch my video. Skip any parts that you already know. So I have one question to ask you. So I need you to tell me, other than studying or sleeping, what are you doing during this crisis right now? As for me, I did a lot of... You know I'm gonna get... Without further ado, let's get on with the lesson. Let's go. Let's revise a little bit about these notes right here. Let's look at one by one. Those who already know this, know every step, you can just skip this part and look at the next part that I'm going to teach you. Alright, so now let's look at A. You are given an expression A equals to B minus C. So the question wants you to make B as your subject of formula. Because right now it is paired with negative C. So we need to drag negative C to the other side, to the left hand side, and then it becomes positive C. So it's like so. This is style A. Style B, okay, let's say that you have the same equation and the question wants you to make C as your subject of formula. So C is negative, so I prefer to drag negative C to the other side so that we can change it to positive C. So first step, negative C, drag to the other side, so it becomes A plus C equals to B. But right now it is paired with A, so we want C to be alone. So A, we drag it to the other side, and then positive A, it becomes negative A. So first step and second step, they just switch places. Style C. So if you encounter question like this, B as your subject, but B is a fraction with B and C. So the C, you need to make it disappear. So to do that, you need to times up. So A times C, B, so it becomes A, C equals to B. Next equation, A equals to BC. So this time again, I want you to make B as your subject of formula. So right now it is paired together with BC. Okay? So you need to drag C down and it becomes division. Okay, so it becomes like this. A over C equals to B. I have an equation right here. A squared equals to B plus C. So I want A as your subject of formula. So you need to eliminate the square. Okay. So to do that, you need to square root the square. So it vanishes. Okay. So right here, square root the square, it vanishes. But because you square root the square, the other side, you need to square root as well. Square root. As for this one, there's a square root. You want to make the square root disappear, you square it and then it disappears. If you square it, the other side you must square as well. So it becomes like this. What is the subject of formula? Subject of formula must be single and it is not a number. So k squared plus 5 equals to h. Obviously, the subject of formula is h. Let's look at example B. Okay, this one is the one that I want you to do later. So please pay attention. X equals to y over 5 plus 3z. Okay, we need to make y as the subject of formula. It is a fraction which is y over 5. So we need to make the 5 disappear by using formula. This formula right here means that you need to times up. But because you have another one at the side, which is 3z, you need to times both of them up. So, like so. Kita kasih darab di atas, dia akan jadi 5x 5 times x, 5x y, keep it that way, and then 5 times 3 becomes 15z. So we need to make y alone, but right now it is paired with positive 15z. So positive 15, you need to drag it to the left side. Okay, so it becomes 5x minus 15z equals to y. So your answer is y equals to 5x minus 15z. So this is your answer right here. Easy, right? Okay, let's use the same equation right now, but the subject of formula is z. Z is right here, 3z. So x, drag this to the other side, becomes negative y over 5, because y over 5 is positive. So it equals to 3z. So do you understand this part? So basically I just drag this to the left hand side. So it becomes negative y over 5. Okay, right now, what you can do is make the fraction disappear. The same thing, you need to times this up, and then you will get 5x minus y equals to 15z. We need to make 15 disappear, so we drag it down and it becomes fraction. So 15x minus y over 15 equals to z. So that is your answer. If you don't understand, you can rewind the video again. Let's move to the advanced version. Example D. Given square root 7 minus m over 24 equals to p plus n. This question is actually from your March test. You need to make the square root vanish. So you need to use method F right here, style F, whatever you want to call it. So square root vanishes, it appears square on the other side. This one we need to make it vanish, so square appear on the other side. 7 minus m over 24 equals to p plus n square. The second step, we need to times this up. Okay, 24 times it up and it becomes 7 minus m 24 p plus n square. No need to times it inside, no need to expand it. Okay, the question wants m to be your subject of formula. M is right on the left hand side. It is better if we transfer the negative value to the other side to make it positive. So negative m transfer to the other side become positive. And 24 p plus n square is actually a term, one term. You need to carry all this to the other side. So it becomes 7 minus, because this is positive, so here it becomes negative 24 p plus n square. All this we drag to the other side and it become negative. Negative m drag to the other side, on the right hand side it becomes positive m. So siap sudah. So find the value of m if n equals to negative 3 and p equals to 2. You just rewrite. So m equals to 7 minus 24 p plus n square. You just need to put in the value of negative 3 and 2 as your n and p. So equals to 7 minus 24. What is your p? Your p is 2 plus n is negative 3. Because it's negative, we need to bracket it like so. I think most of you do understand this part, kan? So 7 minus 24, 2 plus negative 3. Positive times negative become negative. So 2 minus 3 is negative 1 square. So negative 1 square is actually 1. Kan? Negative 1 times negative 1 become positive 1. So negative 24 times 1 is 24. 7 minus 24 is negative 17. So that is your answer. Okay, last question. This one is a hard one. Okay, obviously, if you see fraction right there, you need to times it up. Okay, so 4 times PQ, 4 times negative 3, 4 times negative 3Q. So make it one expression without fraction first. Okay, so 4PQ, 4 times 3 is 12, negative 12 in this case, equals to P, and then 4 times 3 also become negative 12, but there's a Q right here, so negative 12Q. Notice that the question wants P to be your subject of formula, but there's two terms with P. One is this one is this one, so we gather it to the other side. Here 4PQ, P, drag it to the other side, it becomes negative P. Okay, ini ke sini, ini ke bahagian sini. Negative 12 become positive 12 minus 12Q. 12Q is still there, so no changes. To solve this, because there is 2P, to solve this we need to factorize it. So take out the P, it becomes P 4Q minus 1, like so, equals to 12 minus 12Q. Stay the same, huh? No need to solve anything. So right now P is finally single, so we can take all of this expression right here, 4Q minus 1, we drag it down. P equals to 12 minus 12Q over 4Q minus 1. So that is how you solve it. Alright class, so that is all our revision for chapter 3, algebraic formulae. So next week we are going to touch on the new chapter, which is chapter 4, polygon. So if you don't understand any part of this video, please write down your comments down below, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Krista FPD, just like Jacqueline said. See you again next week class, maybe at school. Hopefully this will not be extended. This is Mr. Krista signing off. I'll see you again next time.